Ciao, buongiorno ragazzi, un saluto di Inter Worldwide, coming to you with the Inter Club Sydney. Disappointing result. I'm here with Simon. How you doing, bro?
Good, man. Very disappointed after this result.
It is disappointing. So we're trying to get a little bit of context with this result. The result puts us 1 point into second position going into an international break. We'll just wait for this plane to go over the top. All right, Simon, what did you think overall of the performance? Do you think it was individual quality that let us down today?
I think our depth let us down.
Yeah.
Now have Higuain coming off the bench. We've got Sino coming off the bench. It's not a 100% substitute, where the player that's coming on is probably about 70% of the player that's coming off, and that's what's letting us down at the moment.
Yeah, Juventus is a good team. It's important to put it into context, and they rattled us in the first 10 minutes. Ronaldo probably should have had a couple of goals in the first half, and from them we're on the back foot. Like, what do you think the impact is losing Sensi? He's been our best player all season, and to see him go off after 30 minutes, man.
It's actually very disappointing. He's one of our midfielders, actually holds the ball really well.
Yeah.
He's got that unpredictable thing about him where he can take on a play, create some space.
Yeah.
Without him in the side, it's going to be very hard to control the midfield now, I think. Barella can't do it all by himself.
Barella can't do it all by himself, man. So going forward from here, how do you think Conte's going to get the team oiled in the dressing room? What do you think Conte's going to say, and how do you think we're going to respond?
I think he's going to have to tell them to keep their head down, work hard, and just muscle teams out. I think that's what they can do now, because losing a ball player in the midfield, if Brozovic has another game like he did today, we're going to struggle severely. So everyone else has to lift another 5-10% just to compensate for the loss of Sensi as well.
Absolutely. International break coming up now, which will give the team a little bit of a break. We heard a couple of rumours during the week that we're in for another world-class midfielder, possibly Milinkovic-Savic in January. Just how important is it to get that other signing in midfield, man, so we've got that depth off the bench?
Oh, it's very important, especially playing so many games, Champions League midweek games. You need to rotate a little bit. You can't play the same players every week. They just gas out.
Yeah.
So it's very important to have quality off the bench that you can rotate and have confidence that they're going to perform at the same level.
Very well said. Some good news that came from today, though, and something that I've been mentioning, is that Napoli dropped points, so did Lazio, so did Roma, and we see how inconsistent Milan are. This was us last season, Simon, man. We were amongst those teams dropping really bad points, so maybe it's a good idea to look at this a little bit more realistically and say, look, at the end of the day, we'd love nothing more than to challenge Juve at the top, but maybe we still need to focus on our own objectives of building a quality side and getting that position locked down.
Correct, man. Last year we actually did really well against the big sides, and what let us down last year was losing against the smaller sides.
Absolutely.
And I'm a big believer. If you want to win the Scudetto, you got to beat the smaller teams. The big teams, it's nice to win against them, but you can sometimes afford to lose against them because it won't make or break a season. Losing against all the small teams below you, because there's a lot more of them, that's where you need to pick up your points.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, unfortunately, we didn't get the win. It's our first loss of the season. We've gone down 2-1 to Juventus, and hopefully we can come at you after the international break with some good news. And just an overall prediction, Simon, how do you think we're going to head this season, man?
Well, I'm hoping that actually we fight for the Scudetto this year, so I'm 1 or 2. I'm hoping 1, but worst case scenario 2.
Absolutely. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in from all of us at Inter Worldwide. Forza Inter. Thanks, Simon. Ciao.